Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, today's topic is gene therapy and it is also an important topic in developmental biology. So, let's gonna start. So, definition novel it is a novel approach to the treat, cure or ultimately prevent a disease by changing the expression of a person's gene. So here what does it mean by a gene? So it is the basic physical and functional unit of heredity. Genes are made up of DNA. Okay, some genes act as instructions to make molecules known as proteins. Also, alleles are also the form of the same gene within the small difference, or we can say with very small difference in their sequence of the DNA bases. Then it is originally referred to a proposed treatments of genetic disorders. So what is a genetic disorder? So a disease that is caused by a change or a mutation in an individual's DNA sequence. It is known as genetic disorder. It is hereditary in nature. So the first approved gene therapy was done in September 14, 1999 in US when Ashanti De Silva was treated for ADA-SCID disease. Basic steps before going into more details about the gene therapy. First is we have to identify a defective gene. Okay, then cloning of the normal healthy gene. So what is a cloning? It is a process of generating genetically identical copy of a gene. Okay, then identification of the target cell, that is the from where we have to introduce that, and then insertion of the normal functional gene into the target cell. How it works, that is an outline procedure for the gene therapy, that is how the transfer of new gene via a vector should be done. That is, a vector delivers a therapeutic gene into a patient's target cell. So what is a vector? So it is any vehicle, often a virus or a plasmid, okay, that is used to ferry a desired DNA sequence into a host cell as a part of a cloning procedure. Then the target cell become infected with that viral vectors. Okay, then vectors genetic material is inserted into a target cell, and at last functional proteins are created causing the cell to return to a normal state, or we can say a healthy state. So in this way a disease is cured by the gene therapy method. So this is the diagram, we can say basic outline diagram representing gene therapy. So here virus vector is used, a new gene is inserted into it, and then this virus vector binds to the cell. This is the cell membrane. Okay, so here vectors package into a vesicle, then the vesicle broke down, and then later phase, that is the vector enters into the nucleus, and here that new gene which was earlier inserted is injected. Okay, so this was the whole procedure. So the approaches that are involved in gene therapy, that is how should we approach, that is it, the types of, we can say, gene therapy. First is the germline therapy. So where germ cells are sperm cells or so germ cells are sperm cells or egg cells. These are modified by introduction of functional genes which are integrated into their genome. Therefore, changes would be heritable. That is, the changes that are made during that therapy are inheritable, that is passed on to the next generation or later generation. This is highly effective in counteracting genetic and hereditary disorders. Why? Because here sperm cells and egg cells are used, and they are able to control the hereditary and genetic disease by making changes in the earlier phase only. Then somatic gene therapy. So where therapeutic genes are transferred into the somatic cells of the patient, that is the somatic cell, normal cell of a patient. Any modification will be restricted to individual patient only. Here no another individual is, we can say, participated. Then two main type of, we can say, gene therapy are there. First is ex vivo therapy. So it is the first gene therapy to correct the deficiency of an enzyme, that is adenosine deaminase ADA. Okay, so in 1999 ex vivo therapy was used for the treatment of ADA SCID disease. So this is the whole diagram representing the ex vivo therapy. So first step is here, a patient isolating cells with the gene defect. So cells were isolated that were defected. Then they are growing isolated cells in culture. They are grown in the cell culture. Their cloning that is done here. Then infecting the target cell with a retrovirus, that is here an introduction of a, we can say, vector is done, that is here it is rRNA of a normal gene, okay, form. Then infection should be done here the nucleus, this is the defective gene, okay, and this is the retrovirus. Then multifunctional defective protein, okay, this is the defective protein that is made during that time. Reverse transcription occurs here. Then integration, that is the translation in the cytoplasm of the corrected protein responsible for the defecting gene. So here translation is done, that is production of rDNA from the viral rDNA, okay, it is produced from that. So then transfected cells, that is we can see these are the recovered cells, okay, corrected proteins are there. As you can see here, it is a defective protein, its color is quite different, and here its color is quite different, that is a corrected protein. Corrected gene was there. And then selecting, growing and testing the transfected cells whether they are applicable or not, and then reinfusion of engineered cells into the patient. So here this is another diagram representing the ex vivo gene therapy. A bacterium that is carrying the plasmid with cloned normal human ADA gene. It is a genetically disabled retrovirus. Then cloned ADA gene is incorporated into virus. Here it is incorporated. Okay. T cells with the disabled ADA gene is isolated from SCID. These are isolated from the patient only. Then retrovirus infect these T cells and transfer its ADA gene to the cells. Now ADA gene is transferred, and at last cells are grown in culture to ensure ADA gene is active for the testing purpose, and then genetically altered cells are reimplanted and they produce ADA, that is they are reimplanted into the person, or we can say the patient. Then in vivo gene therapy. So here direct delivery of therapeutic gene into the target cell into the patient body. It is only possible where individual cells cannot be cultured in vitro. So what is in vitro method? Here many animal cells can be induced to grow outside of their organ or tissue, okay, tissue, or we can say origin under defined conditions when supplemented with a medium containing nutrients and growth factors. Then it is carried out by viral or non-viral vector again. Cystic fibrosis transmembrane regulator, okay, it is a factor. Example, it is absent due to the gene defect, suppose in a disease we can say. So chlorine ions concentrate within the cells and it draws H2O from surrounding. This leads to accumulation of a sticky mucus in the lung. So for treatment of this disease, this method, that is in vivo gene therapy, is applied here. So this is a normal human gene that is cloned in the bacterium. Then a virus dripped into the lung through a thin tube that is inserted into the thin nose. But before that, here is the normal gene, that is DNA sequence, which is inserted into AAV virus, okay, harmless virus it is. Then it is transferred into lungs. Then from the lungs, virus enters the lung cell nucleus. This is the nucleus, this is lung cell. Then normal gene is inserted here, DNA sequence that is inserted into lung cell. Cells now with normal gene, that is they function normally, okay, and this is transferred by the virus only. So this is about the in vivo gene therapy. So the type of vectors that are used in the gene therapy, as we have discussed earlier, two type of vectors are involved, that is viral vectors and non-viral vectors. In case of viral vectors, retrovirus, adenovirus, adeno-associated virus, and herpes simplex virus are used. And in case of non-viral vectors, naturally occurring compounds, or we can say by delivering enhanced delivery by physical methods, that is the gene gun and the electroporation method, and by chemical methods. We are not discussing these methods in much detail as it is not important for exam point of view, but yeah, an outline is must. Then various strategies for the gene therapy. So first is gene augmentation therapy, that is here a foreign gene replaces the missing or the defective gene. For example, in case of defective p53 gene by a normal one in the live cancer, that is here it is a cell with non-functioning gene. Functioning gene is inserted here, and then after cell is functioning normally. The second is inhibition of gene expression, that is it is suitable for the treatment of infectious diseases that are caused by inappropriate gene activity. So here what we have to do is eliminate the activity of a gene that encourages the growth of disease related cells only, that is here it is a cell containing faulty gene, then that faulty gene should be blocked by a blocking gene, and then after new gene product blocks the faulty gene, it is blocked, and after that a new gene is inserted here, so cell is functioning normally. Then killing of specific cells. So in certain cases, that is if it is a diseased cell and this is a suicidal gene is inserted here, what it does lead to, it leads to we can say production of toxic product. Okay, toxic products are produced here, and then disease cell dies. And in another case, a marker gene is introduced in the disease cell. Marker proteins are expressed on the cell surface. These are the marker proteins that are expressed here. And then after immune system attaches, mark the cell, that is these are attached here, and then disease cell dies. Now the applications of gene therapy. First is in case of genetic disorders. So the first disease is ATA-SCID, that is severe combined immune deficiency disease that is caused by mutation is in chromosome number 20. So here therapeutic gene ADA is introduced into the bone marrow of the patients, and the transplantation of genetically corrected cells is back to the patient. So this is a chart, that is a carrier mom and a carrier dad. Possible combination should be these, that is normal person should be born, a carrier one, and a affected one, and that is severely affected one, because both of its chromosomes have the, we can say, defected gene. Okay, so here chromosome with normal copy of a gene, a chromosome with defective copy of a gene. Then second disorder is chronic granulomatous disorder. It is the inability to fight off the bacterial and fungal infection, that is here a patient is not able to fight these infections. So the normal gene is placed into the cells using special viruses that are known as retroviruses. Okay, so a viral vector is used here. Cells are then able to produce normal protein again. In case of hemophilia, so in this patient suffer from external and internal bleeding. So the therapeutic gene was introduced into the liver of the patients, who then acquire the ability to have a normal blood clotting time. So here gene therapy is also involved. In case of diabetes, type 1 is an autoimmune disease where in the immune system erroneously targets and destroy the insulin secreting beta cells of the pancreas. So scientists are studying this approach also. So how to tackle this the problem of diabetes by the use of gene therapy. It is in progress. Then gene therapy trial for inherited blindness in choroideremia, that is without the protein produced by the CHM gene, pigment cells in the retina of the eye slowly stop working and they die off. So here what should be done in that disease, that is the retina, it is lens, it is a healthy eye, then cells are dying here, photoreceptor cells are present, then lift retina, that is we have to lift retina. Okay, inject the DNA. So here DNA is injected, so to treat that particular disease. Then gene therapy for acquired diseases, that is they are not inherited. Okay, they are occupied, we can say they are acquired after the bone of a child, or we can say birth of a person. First is cancer. So multiple gene therapy strategies have been developed to treat cancers, including suicide gene therapy, oncolytic gene therapy, and the therapeutic gene vaccination. So this is oncolytic virus therapy, as you can see in the diagram. And then another one is, in case of acquired disease, is the TCR gene therapy process. So here T cell receptors genes which recognize cancer antigens are transduced into lymphocytes of a cancer patient for treatment. Gene modified lymphocytes are cultured in a large scale, okay, and infused back into the patient. Then neurodegenerative diseases. In case of neurodegenerative disease, first is Parkinson disease. So here it uses a modified virus to deliver the three genes into a striatum, a part of the brain that controls the movement. The genes are intended to boost the production of dopamine that becomes deficient in the patient of having Parkinson disease. Then Huntington disease. So gene silencing involves using a specially designed drug to intercept a message molecule called RNA that's produced from HT gene and tell cells to make harmful Huntington protein. Okay, so basically HT gene tells the cells to make Huntington protein that is harmful. So the effect of the drug is that cells make less of that protein, that is the Huntington protein is less produced, okay, by that process. In case of other acquired diseases such as viral infections, example influenza, HIV, hepatitis, okay, in case of heart disease, some of these have entered or will soon be entering into the early phase clinical trials of gene therapy. Then there are some problems that are related to gene therapy. The first is that is due to rapid dividing of the cells, it is short-lived. Okay, then virus used as a vector for gene transfer may cause toxicity, immune responses, and inflammatory reactions in the host. So this is another side effect we can say. And disorder caused by the defects in the multiple genes cannot be treated effectively using gene therapy. Why? Because here we generally target a single gene and that can be treated easily, but in case of multiple gene there should be a problem. So yeah, this is all about the gene therapy. Hope you will like my video, and if you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel.